So good morning and welcome to the second day of Invest Cuffs. We're in the beautiful town of Krakow in the south of Poland, and I'm joined by my guest, Juraj Šnirc from the company Finax.
Good
Thank
morning.
you for joining, Juraj.
Good morning.
Is this your first time to Krakow?
Yeah, this is my first time to Krakow, and it's a beautiful city. I'm planning to return to here as a tourist very soon.
Lovely. We're here today to talk about the topic of marketing in the startup context and in the context of Central Europe. And so, Juraj, your role is head of marketing
Yeah,
for the company Finax.
yeah.
Could you start by saying a few words about yourself and then also introduce Finax for the watchers?
Yeah. I'm a person who is in marketing for a few years and specifically in marketing in finance. Before Finax, I've been working for some banks and some insurance companies located in Slovakia. And when I realized that there is actually a company like Finax, when my colleagues founded it, I thought this is a great opportunity for me because I was a very big fan of fintech startups that started to appear like 10 or 6, 7 years ago in the US and then in the UK. And all of a sudden there was something like this here in Central Europe. So it was my personal goal to be part of the team, and I managed to do it. So Finax is like a financial technology company. It's a fintech that specializes on online. Is like basically selling ETFs. It's a robo-advisor. So we are doing automated investing, and we are currently running our business in 5 countries in Central and Eastern Europe.
Great, and I understand you're the market leader in Central Europe as well as the B2C robo-advisor.
We are a leader on the Slovak market, definitely. We are also present on Polish market, where we've been also the first company of this kind, and we have a competitor in Czech Republic, and we try to also do some business there. We are also building our position in Croatia, and we have some clients also in Hungary.
Fantastic. Okay, so a lot of international expansion you've done as well.
Yeah, and there are big plans.
That's pretty impressive. I wanted to ask you specifically about the marketing strategy, since you're the marketing manager.
Yeah.
The marketing strategy and how that's going for you. Could you say a few words about that?
Yeah, sure. So if I'm not to talk about the business goals, what's probably more interesting for your viewers is that we think that our mission is to educate the market and educate people in Central and Eastern Europe about finance in general and about investing, because we see that not only in Slovakia but in all these markets there is great space where people could be educated in this area. So this is what we do. Besides that, we do our business, that we are producing content and we are helping people to understand money more and to be better off at the end of the day. We are using different channels, marketing channels. Obviously, is the digital marketing, probably all of us doing very similar things. But there are some other pillars of our communication. The second one I would mention is this content marketing. Because we have a very strong experts in this area who are able to create this content, and it's all in all our countries. So not only in Slovakia but also in our country managers in Poland and in Croatia, who are doing blogs, who are doing podcasts, webinars, and stuff like this. I would say the third pillar of our marketing is our cooperations, for example, with bloggers, especially here in Poland. It's great financial bloggers who are helping us with our mission. And the fourth pillar, I would say, is the channel called word of mouth. we very rely on the good experience of our clients who are willing to spread the word and who are willing to give recommendations of our brand.
Yeah, word of mouth is a very cheap way of marketing, and I know all startups, they have limited budgets, so that's the best way to get the word out on the street. Absolutely. And when you talked about digital channels, maybe it's interesting to say a little bit more about which digital channels do you rely on the most? Which ones are the most effective for you?
We are using search engine advertising. We are using social media. We are doing some display banners, YouTube videos, all the usual stuff.
Okay, sure. LinkedIn as well?
We are doing LinkedIn. Probably LinkedIn is not as strong in Slovakia. There are some country specifics in this area because not all of the social media channels are equally strong on each market. So, for example, the Twitter is not present in Slovakia. Also, it's quite weak in Croatia, but it's strong here in Poland and quite relevant in Czech Republic also. LinkedIn is quite important for building relations, especially in the field of B2B and building partnerships and stuff like this. But as a B2C channel, is not as important as probably still the biggest social media channels like Facebook, for example.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for that. When we talk about channels and different tools that you use from a marketing perspective, obviously we live in a very changing world.
Yeah.
So when it comes to changes, how do you keep up with the trends and the changes? How do you find out about the different ways of marketing? What's like a new TikTok, for example, things like that. And then how do you learn about those trends and changes, and then how do you apply them internally?
Lucky for me, I have a very young team. All those great young guys who are working for Finax. We have a lot of students also working for Finax and producing, for example, TikTok content. So this is something that really helps. These people are really eager to educate themselves and search for new things and trends. Also, we do our testing. We have a digital agency who is helping us. Putting things online, so they are also helping us create or find some new channels and new formats and new ways how to target people. And we are trying to educate ourselves constantly. This is very important.
Makes sense. To keep it young. And your
Definitely.
target audience is a younger crowd, or you're going across the range of different segments?
We were quite surprised that we found out just lately that our client is younger than we thought, our new clients. It's like people in their, 25, 30 years. So we are thinking that we are aiming more at the people in their 30s, but obviously as the time goes, we are approaching younger and younger audience. So I think that is a good thing.
That is a good thing, yeah, so that you have some secured business in the future.
I hope so.
Yeah. It's interesting if you use different channels and you're trying new approaches all the time. How do you measure the success rate of the different channels?
We are doing all these measurements that we should be doing. I think everyone does, like cost, client acquisition cost, or cost per new clients, and cost per new contract. So these are like those business measurements. We also started to measure our NPS score, like the Net Promoter Score, that helps us identify whether our clients are willing to recommend us or not. So this is another one. What we are not doing yet, but we would like to start it very soon, is measuring our awareness of our brand. We didn't do it because we were still very young brand, not very recognized, and also there are limited budgets, so we couldn't do like a nationwide poll. But what we applied is metrics called share of search, when we are looking at the trends comparing to our competitors, and we see how we are doing on each market.
When you have different channels, and I know you're operating in different countries, Could you say a few words about the messaging that you use in the different countries or across different channels? Do you try to keep it all similar or the same, or do you have to localize it and vary it?
We have a general marketing strategy that should be applicable on all markets. So the main communication line should be aligned, but there are also specifics. For example, we were trying to talk about ourselves not as a Slovak company but as a European company, obviously. For example, in Czech Republic, it is not something that they would see as a benefit that we are coming from Slovakia. But when I was talking about this with our Polish colleagues, they told us that it's okay to say that we are Slovaks. I don't know if you think it is right, but for example, we have a podcast that is called Janošik. There is something that we have Slovaks and Poles in common. So
Right. As a comic.
Yeah.
Janošik?
Janošik, yeah.
Okay.
Like a historical character.
Yeah. I think in a startup you try a lot of things and you see what works.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
And if you see that there's the parallel which is being brought, then why not? Give it a shot. I like it. Maybe that's a good segue into explaining a few successes, or maybe one successful campaign or initiative which you've had that you might like to highlight.
Yeah, I'm still quite excited about the award we received yesterday.
Oh, tell us about that.
Yeah, in this conference in Investcast, we have won the award for best investment product, and this is huge for us. We really didn't. Thank you very much. We didn't expect it, so we are very proud, and we are thankful to all those people from Poland who voted for us.
Yeah, fantastic. I think any type of PR that you can get, that's definitely a success for the marketing team and the whole team in general, sure. And with respect to the competition out there, we all know it's a competitive world.
Yeah.
How do you keep updated about the different competitors which are out there, what they're doing, and then do you try to bring that information back in and potentially change your strategy or product a little bit? How has that gone?
As I said, we've been surprisingly first or one of the first two companies of our kind to appear on this market. One of were us, and the other one came from Czech Republic about the same time. Obviously, later on, new companies appeared, and probably they will be appearing. There will be more, but we are trying to be in touch. Together, we have some common goals, so we are friends. I think I can say that, and we are cooperating. We are looking at each other. We are doing some things similarly and something differently. But what we all need to do is to educate the market and to teach people that passive investing is the right way, because that is what we believe in.
Sure, through ETFs, you said earlier.
Yes.
Okay. And when you're talking about creating bonds with customers, with individual customers, are there any special techniques that you use to do that, to keep it super local at the customer level and try to build bonds with your young segment?
It is. I'm always saying it is quite easier for a company who is in the startup phase, when you are targeting to people who are in this early stage of adoption, who are innovators and early adopters, because you have something that probably they were looking for. You have some product that solves the problem, and if you can hit that, if you can target it well, they start to love you. And they will help you to spread the word and also to defend you, for example, in social media. So in these cases, you have a great opportunity to create something like a fan base, almost. So they are not only clients, but I can say that they are our fans, and this is something that is very valuable for us. Sure. And if you are saying about techniques, what is special for Finax is that we put our faces in our communication. We are communicating through our people, through our management, through all those people who are behind our brand, behind our product, so they see us and they can communicate to us directly, and we speak openly what we do and how we do it, and I think this helps us to create the bond.
So you mean the faces of the employees like yourself
Yeah.
and the other people within
Yeah.
the Finax team? That's really interesting to make it very personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And then the last question would be the big goal, the big vision, long-term strategy on the marketing side and maybe the growth side for the company?
Well, we have great plans with the so-called European pension. That is a new product that was created by European Union. Officially, it's called Pan-European pension product, and we have launched it in Slovakia. Soon we will be launching it also in Czech Republic and in Croatia. I believe it's in a matter of weeks, and we are hoping that we can do it also on all the other markets that we are present by the end of this year. And if it goes well, we hope to spread it to the whole Europe. So this is the big business goal, I might say, because what we managed is that we've been the first provider of this pan-European pension in Europe. We have the license, so still we have the competitive advantage, and we would definitely like to use it.
Excellent. And that would also be targeted toward the younger clients as well, or
Yeah,
more of an older segment?
it's very important, especially for the younger clients. For example, in Croatia, they can open it also to their kids. So it's not like that in every country, but it's definitely suitable for people who start to be employed, because as long as they invest, the better future they will have.
That's interesting. And do you just one follow-up question to that, if I may? Do you see that that friends and family would also contribute to a younger person's retirement account instead of giving some cash today for when they turn 16 or 18 or 21?
Yeah,
that they would also contribute to a longer-term account?
Yeah. I think that is a great idea. Yeah, and we would like to encourage people to do that. Okay,
fantastic. Well, Juraj, thank you very much today.
Thank you for your questions.
Thank you very much, and I wish you a successful conference here at InvestCuffs, and enjoy Krakow.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you very much. Pleasure talking to you.